we are going to be getting channeled messages from the Animal Collective to see what guidance they have for us. Whew. And if you would like to hang out with me in other places, I do Facebook Lives more often than anything else, but I'm also on YouTube and Instagram. The Authentic Heart. Okay, so let's see what the Animal Collective has to say for us. I do also offer pet psychic readings, pet communication, for pets both past and present. Okay, what does the Animal Collective have to share with us today? Okay. Yeah. I absolutely love this energy. They're dropping some truths. They're dropping some truths. Okay, I need more space. Let's put these over here. Okay, so our overall energy from the Animal Collective is grounding. Anytime I start these readings, my dog gets up and she's like, what's happening? So yes, the message coming through here from the animals is that it's important for us to stay grounded in our bodies, to stay grounded in the present moment, to observe what's happening around us at any given point in time, and to notice what arises in our emotional and mental bodies as our surroundings shift. Okay, so this is a really good time to start focusing on what matters most to you. When we focus on what's really important to us, it grounds us in the moment. It grounds us in who we are, and it grounds us in what's next. So it's this balance of being grounded in the present and the future at the same time. The past has already formed you. The past has already shaped you. There's no point in ruminating on what's happened in the past or focusing on it at all. Reflection is important, but only when you feel guided to reflect on something. We're not supposed to be living in the past. So, I mean, if you think about it, animals don't actively think about the past. They may get subconscious triggers of things that have happened that then result in a reaction. And that's just our natural protective mechanism in the brain. Everybody has it. But for the most part, animals are very much in the present moment, constantly observing just what's happening second to second to second. And so this is kind of what they're encouraging us to embrace a little bit more as humans, of like, just what's happening here now, what's happening inside me, what's happening around me, what's going on. Okay. Yeah, okay, with this Ancestors card, I feel like they're about to drop some intense ancestral wisdom on us. So let's see. This is also a call for you to get more connected with the wisdom that lives within you. The Animal Collective wants to acknowledge that they are watching humans break ancestral patterns, break those generational curses, generational karma, trauma. Like, we're healing all of it for ourselves, for the people who came before us and the people who come after us. The Animal Collective wants to acknowledge that that's something that's definitely happening. Okay. We're also, okay, both these next cards have snakes on them, and we are in the year of the snake. This is a really transformational year. 2025 is a very, very transformational year for all of us on an individual level and on a collective scale as well. Ooh. And we have the dragonfly. Okay, with magic. So dragonflies are very ancient creatures. They have not had to evolve for millions of years. All of their functions run so well that they didn't need to have any new they didn't need to adapt to anything. Dragonflies were just perfect as they are for millions of years. And that is, talk about some ancestral wisdom, some generational wisdom. Dragonflies are also symbols of transformation, and they remind us to always becoming something beautiful, to look past the illusions of the 3D world, to see the bigger truth, to see from a higher perspective, to get the bigger picture. So I embrace my transformation. I courageously let go of the past. The magic of nature is in me. I am brilliant and I am blessed. Yes. Wow. Remember who you are. Remember who you are. And this isn't, we're not talking who you are on the surface level. We're not talking about, you know, what you look like, your hobbies. So if someone asks you to describe to them who you are you? Tell me about yourself. You know, we usually default to describing, oh, well, like, here are my hobbies, here's what I'm interested in, this is where I'm from, and this is where I went to school, and all that. And it's like, no, that's what you do. That's not who you are. Who you are is your essence. It's your soul. It's your core. It's what brought you to this earth in the first place. Who you are is your truth. And who you are is undergoing some kind of transformation, some kind of awakening. This is you opening your eyes to your actual truth, not your surface level truth, because the surface level truth is what's always going to be changing. So think of the dragonfly as your core, your soul, your essence. It is forever. It is never changing. But it's everything else that changes around you. So because the dragonfly has not evolved for millions of years, the world around it most certainly has, but it has not needed to. So the soul that you carry with you is what you're waking up to. And there's going to be less of an importance placed on what's happening in the world around you, which is almost like when you get grounded and you observe it, you observe what's going on around you, you're able to notice what actually matters, what is truly deeply important to you. And you might see yourself caring less about things you thought you valued so much, or noticing what you subconsciously placed a lot of value on that actually doesn't hold any weight in your life. All right, so let's see. Next we have DNA, we have karma. Oh, this card is followed by blessings. And so I see this as a lot of karmic retribution, positive karma coming back around for you. Okay. And again, we are in the year of the snake. The number 2, or like, there could be some kind of union, or like, this is merging with yourself. This is shedding your old skin so you can merge your future and your present self together. And this is some kind of alchemy that the animal collective is noticing happening within us. Ooh, I love the owl energy. So both of these cards, their theme is magic. The owl and the dragonfly do have very similar energy. They are very wise, and they hold a lot of knowledge and guidance, and they are messengers from spirit. And so they are both talking about the magic that's coming into your world, into your life, the magic that's coming from within you, that's attracting magic around you and attracting blessings from the inside out. So the owl says, choose to know the truth because you can. We were just talking about your truth. We were talking about you opening up your eyes to your highest truth. Oh, hello there. Welcome. Okay. Open your inner wisdom. You can see through deception. Let the past go and make room for a better life. Rise up. Magic and wisdom are your birthright. Okay, when we're talking about the dragonfly, I'm talking about the owl. Dragonflies symbolize illusion and seeing through the illusions and seeing the truth. And the owl card is talking about knowing the truth and seeing through deception. The animal collective wants us to open our eyes to see what's right in front of us, to see what's real. Because they can. They can see it for what it is, and they're ready for us to get on that level and to tune into it. And what does that entail? It's not, it's shedding layers of ego that serve no purpose in your life. And the truth prevails. The truth is going to keep poking at you. So I'm seeing this as patterns of thought, ways of thinking, belief systems that you've held on to for quite some time, and they are just running through your mind. There's this narrative going through your head, and you may not think anything of it, but if there's like, I'm seeing like self-deprecation or limiting belief systems, lack mentality that cycles through your mind, and it keeps happening. It keeps repeating itself. That narrative isn't going away because there's a truth hidden in there that you have yet to acknowledge. And the truth, yes, is painful sometimes, but it's ultimately what sets us free. The truth is what brings us to the next step, the next phase. The truth is what tells us, it helps us decide who we are. And it helps us see the world from a totally different perspective, which the owl is giving us here and is kind of what's required of us in order to move forward to get to the lives that we want to live. I see this on a very collective scale. If we want certain things of this world, if we want peace and harmony and happiness and fulfillment and abundance for everybody, then we have to start seeing things differently and living in that reality that we desire so much. We have to start acting as if it's already here so we can lead by example and we can play the role that we need to play to help us get to that reality. It's time to get really serious about what we want to create here. It's time to get really serious about what's holding us back and where we want to be and what we have to get rid of in order to get ourselves there, to bridge that gap. Because the animal collective here is saying we get grounded in our bodies, we stay grounded in the present moment, we can be anchored in the future too. And we are healing generational trauma. We're overcoming generational patterns that have held us back. And we're tapping into, we call it ancient wisdom, but ultimately it is divine truth. And we're tapping into the essence, the core of who we are, understanding what it is our part is to play in all of this, and getting that higher perspective, that bigger picture outlook, and kind of honing in on that. And that is where the blessings come. I feel like the blessings are what's bridging the gap here. So the animal collective is encouraging us to level up in our consciousness, to see things from a different perspective, to lead us to our ultimate truth, and to bring forward the reality that we want to experience. We want harmony, we want peace, we want acceptance. We want everybody to live loved and respected and cared for. And we want to be able to pursue our passions and do what calls us instead of having to grind ourselves away at a job that just pays the bill but doesn't bring us that satisfaction, that fulfillment. That's what the animal collective is moving us towards aligning with. We need to see this from a different perspective to bring this into our reality. So I do kind of see these blessings as bridging the gap. So getting grounded in your body, staying present, and getting really serious about what truly actually matters beyond the illusions of the ego, beyond the illusions of the world outside of us, what truly matters to you personally. And then you're going to start aligning with things, and blessings are going to come in, and it's going to bridge that gap between the mind and the spirit for you, so that you can actually see, okay, this works. This is real. And when I change myself and I shift my energy and how it aligns, that shifts my external reality. That's not an illusion. That's how energy works. And that's what they're encouraging us to embrace and to actually step into a lot more. And okay, let's get a clarifier for the blessings first, though. Let's see. Okay. We'll see what they both have to say. Okay, so the links. Keeper of secrets. Take time out from the world and be the observer. Yes, that's what we're talking about. That is what we're talking about. Get grounded in your body and just observe the world. This is a time for you to just see what's going on around you and help you be able to understand what's actually important, what do you prioritize, what matters. And it's also like being a bullshit detector for the outside world. What's going on outside of us? And does it align with the reality that you want to experience? If not, start creating something different. If it does, take from that, but also start creating something that's just yours. Take time out from the world and be the observer. Nothing can deceive you when you trust your knowing. We keep talking about truth. We keep talking about deception. The animal collective wants us to open our eyes and see that there is deception out there. Not everything is as it seems. And sometimes it is as it seems, and we're not seeing it for what it is. The illusion's in here, not out there. Okay. Nothing can deceive you when you trust your knowing. This is why it's so important to get grounded and be present in your own energy and your own experience, so you don't feed into the bullshit. Oof. The animal collective is like, what are you doing? Hey humans, what is going on? Why are you accepting this? Why is this the reality that you want to experience? You see others' secrets and keep them sacred. In silence and solitude, you will find your strength. Absolutely. Meditation, but it doesn't even have to be meditation, just being with yourself, sitting with yourself, spending some time, a lot more time alone, to understand what your truth is and what the external collective truth is. And there is no single truth, right? There's a lot of different truths happening at once. And there's a lot of different illusions happening at once. So for every truth, there's an illusion. For every illusion, there's a truth. What do you want to see? What do you want to perceive? Do you want to face what is truly real? Or do you want to just accept the reality that's being fed to you? Oh my gosh. And we have the dog. Friend, today I will love with condition. My energy and enthusiasm are an inspiration. I choose to be happy. I am a protector and friend. If I wasn't sweating, I'd be getting chills right now. The dog collective is coming in really strong with this. And this dog card is clarifying the meadow, vulnerability. What's required of us right now? Vulnerability. What is required from us in all of this? It's vulnerability. We have to be vulnerable with ourselves first to accept the illusions that we have been allowing ourselves to live in. And once we can accept that those are illusions, we can choose to say, I want to see the truth now. Show me the truth. Dragonflies are really, really big in this. Dragonflies are going to be a huge symbol. Look up their energy because they're coming through strong. I mean, my dragonfly tattoo, we got the dragonfly card. I've got a dragonfly sticker on my microphone. I'm looking at all of these things. That's 3. Things may be coming in 3s, blessings in 3s, epiphanies in 3s, things coming in 3-fold. Anyway, so dragonfly energy is strong. The dog collective is coming in strong and encouraging us to be as vulnerable as they are. It takes really deep vulnerability to love unconditionally. And that is what's required of us in this future that we're stepping into. Unconditional love for ourselves and for others. That sense of oneness that we have, that we experience in the world. We have to be so vulnerable to experience that oneness. To be accepted by other people, you have to be vulnerable enough to accept yourself and to accept others for exactly the way that they are. And acceptance doesn't say, I believe everything you believe, I support everything you support. It's just saying, I see that that's your truth, and I'm willing to say, okay, that's yours. And you can align with some of it or not, but acceptance is saying, this is the way that it is, and ultimately, I can't control this, and I can't control the outcome. I can't control other people's beliefs. So I accept. I accept that that's what it is, and you don't have to live in it. Okay, so I choose to be happy. I love that statement because happiness is a choice. It is a state of mind. It is the dedication to always finding out, to staying curious, and to knowing yourself and discovering more and seeing through the illusions and dedicating yourself to your purpose and your passion and what is important to you. I am a protector and friend. There's duality there. There's a bit of a masculine feminine balance coming in for us in this future. I keep wanting to call it the golden future, which is what Diane Cooper references a lot. You should check her out if you haven't. She references our golden future quite a bit. And it's just talking about this world that we live in where, I mean, look at this. Dogs travel in packs. Look at all these dogs. All the other animals on these cards are solitary, right? Well, Dragonfly has 2. But these are, for the most part, solitary creatures. Dogs travel in packs. They work well in community. That's what we're being guided towards. Community lifestyle. And that requires us to accept our own flaws, to see where we need to be better, and it also requires us to accept others for who they are. And the more that we can see through the illusions, the more we will align with community and groups of people that are aligned with us, that share the same values, the same mindsets. They are in alignment with us. And so there's this struggle when it comes to community of like getting matched up with souls that betray us. And this comes back to the karma card and ancestors and generations of like, you know, there's past life karma to consider with people. There are reasons why we get ourselves into these connections and things unfold the way that they do. But completely lost the channel. Yeah, so there's reasons for that, but there's an inauthenticity within ourselves that also plays a role in us aligning with people that don't actually share the same values, that don't actually want the same things that you want and don't see things the way that you do. And somehow there's an illusion there of like, oh, I thought we wanted the same thing. I thought we were on the same page. Turns out you weren't. This is different. This is shifting. This is finding deep, true, unwavering authenticity within yourself to attract people who have done the same. And not only have they done the same, but their authenticity vibes on the same wavelength that yours does. And so you can come together and work harmoniously in community. There's community living, community activities, everybody shares. It's just positive, uplifting environments that we get to choose to put ourselves in. We don't have to just take whatever is available to us. We get to create this for ourselves. And this is, yes, I spoke about the balancing masculine and feminine energies in the collective, because masculinity has ruled over our collective for since the beginning of humanity. And the feminine had its chance before that in a much less, it's a much more non-physical way of living. It's not human. It was non-physical, and the feminine ruled over in that, and then the masculine had its chance, and now they're balancing. We're gonna find harmony in those energies and how things are just more cohesive, more streamlined. Things just make sense because we have balance. And if there is disconnect, it's because old ways of being have not been shed yet. Okay. But yes, I'm a protector and friend. I will stand up and provide for this community, but I will also be a shoulder for you to lean on. Let's play and let's work. Okay. Wow, this is intense and I love it. Okay, let's see. Let's get a couple more messages from the Animal Collective. If you stick around alive and you leave a comment, say hello, let me know that you're here, I can pull a card for you. And if not, that's totally fine. It is optional. And I could pull a card for you from the Animal Collective, or we could hear from one of your pets. That's your choice. So let's see. Wrapping up messages from the Animal Collective, we'll get one of those. Ooh. Yes, okay, so the wasp spirit, sometimes life stings. Yeah, for sure. Okay, yeah, this is about finding acceptance in life's pains, life's struggles, and what stings. It's acknowledging it for what it is and not holding on to it and saying, everything's against me, life sucks, like I'm never gonna get past this, or why do I even bother? Why do I even bother having dreams? Like, why do I do anything? Because life's just gonna bite me in the ass. And that's an illusion. I'm gonna tell you right now, that's straight up an illusion. And that's kind of one of the things that I think is coming up. Like, we've almost been trained, like it's in our DNA, that if something goes wrong, it's like, oh God, like everything's turning to shit now, or like, it's dramatic. It's a very dramatic experience. And this is not to say, don't have those thoughts, don't have those feelings. Absolutely. Feel angry, feel frustrated, feel upset, feel sad, do whatever you gotta do, but you feel it, you move through it, and you move past it. Because holding on to that and making it a part of who you are in your reality is the illusion. We accept, we move through, we see what's on the other side. Okay. Let's see here. Messages from Ganesh here. Concentration. This is getting back to concentration and then generosity here. Oh, we went from 9 to 10. Generosity here. I like both of these messages coming out. So this concentration is focus your energy more wisely. Focus your energy on what benefits you. Focus your energy on what you decide to prioritize. What fills up your life with happiness and fulfillment, but also shows the community, it allows you to lead by example of like, this is the reality we need to shift into. This is the reality we need to live in. Okay. What are you focusing your energy on? What do you prioritize, and is it serving you? Is it feeding your life? Is it giving back? Is it giving back to you? Is it giving back to the collective? I'm wondering. No. Okay. Let's get one more of these. Guidance. Number 33. Master number 33. 33 is about, it is about guidance. It's about being a spiritual guide. It's about divine guidance. It's also about, it's teacher energy. It's mastering the power of thought and the power of divine intuition. Follow your inner guidance. Follow your inner guidance. Follow your inner knowing. It will not lead you astray. Get in tune with yourself and understand what's happening from the inside out. That's the message. That's where we're going to leave it. Those are the messages from the Animal Collective.